Hi, it's James Sadler here again for James Sadler School of Motoring. And yes, we're on a busy road. It's Montague Road, north of Adelaide, where we are in the median strip. Either side of us are laned roads. And today it's all about Unit 4, Task 25, and it's all about negotiating traffic, turning right and left on busy main roads. Well, what we're doing today is we're going to look at turning left and turning right onto three different types of road. This is a laned road with a medium strip. You can see it behind me. We're also going to move on to a busy laned road without this medium strip, without this possible use of the medium strip as a refuge. And finally, we're going to be looking at turning left and right on an unlaned road. That's going to be Wright Road, north of Adelaide. Now, the aims and objectives of the lesson are pretty straightforward. You have to be able to show that you can safely comply and turn corners while keeping full control of the car in traffic. And one of the key things we're going to look at today, as well as all the rules of observation and system of control, is about picking the gaps. Because if you have, as a learner, ever tried to get across these sorts of roads and you've just waited and waited and waited, that's fine if it's necessary. However, unnecessary hesitation or stalling, that needs to be addressed, and we need to fix that. Anyway, enough of this noise. Let's jump in the car. Oh, there we are. Now, quick recap. We are looking at turning left and turning right safely and competently in full traffic while showing you have full control of the car. And remember, today we're looking at how we can pick the gaps so we can move left and right safely and competently. The great thing about being at this level is that you get a chance to practice so many additional levels of your skills at this stage. It's not only it's left, it's right, it's lane changes, it's checking the mirror, it's doing all those things, and we've built on all these things throughout the course of the learning. And so now we're going to be doing a series of rights and lefts and so on. The mirror, signal, in we come into the lane, and we're coming off Montague now and going in order to give us a right turn. Okay, so there we go. Don't cut the corner, James. That's what. Treat this as a intersection, just a little bit here. Okay. Oh, it cancelled itself. Okay, mirror, signal. No need for the accelerator or the brake on this occasion. And now's a chance to brush up on rules of observation. So we've got a parked car in front of us, the blue Jazz. Navigating that without any problem, doing 38 kilometers an hour. In a residential area, so some of the risks and hazards will be like the road off to my right. That's clear, so we can go ahead without any concerns. There's a bit of parked cars up ahead. Because it's residential, and it's also a fairly new residential, that a lot of houses are built quite close to each other. So there's multiple opportunities of cars coming in and out, and I can actually see up on my right some workers going on. So there could be guys all milling around and we can see utes. But we are just checking this all out. Lots of hazards. Children could come out. It's not quite the end of school day, but we have to be mindful of it. Okay, keeping as near as practicable to the left in the residential area. We're coming up to a modified T-junction. I know that because there's a warning sign, but also because I've been here before. So here, we're turning onto Quinlivan. We have to give way to our left. Moving into this modified area. It is raised, so we'll just be kind to the car. We have right of way, but there are no cars around to test that. Again, a little bit of a raised area. I can see looking ahead that there's a line of there's a wall. So by the looks of it, yes, the road turns left. So no other roads. Looking ahead to where I'm headed, and we're going to follow the road round
as it sweeps right. Car's on the left. Look in the mirror. We're turning right here. Present the car nearest practical to the right for a right-hand turn. He's coming across me, but he's doing it quite well with that boat. Now we're going to pick the gap. Now I've got traffic over to my left. As you can see, there's a great big bus. And I've got traffic to my right. So I'm looking for clear both ways. Clear right, clear left. Now we have the medium strip in front of us. And that gives us an opportunity as a refuge to put the car there. But I'm looking at the right, it seems to be a bit of a gap. I'm in no rush. And I can see that to my left, it looks pretty good. So I will wait after this white car. There he goes. And I'm going to come into the left-hand lane. Right, chose that, did it fine. Good. Now, because we're moving on ahead, there we are. We've just turned right across a median strip on a laned road, keeping it below 70, as this is a 70 limited. This road has 70 km/h speed limit. There's a warning sign, pedestrians, so we have to be mindful. There's a refuge up to our right. Mirror signals, we're turning left. No bicycles, no pedestrians. Let's move in nice and gently. Don't blip the accelerator. That is some people do it. I have done that for a lot of my life. We're moving, turn left, presenting the car, and around we go. Now we can't see signs, so we assume it's 50 because we are clearly in a residential area. So again, same rules apply. We are looking for any pedestrians, children running out, cars reversing out, and so on. I'm doing 45 kilometers now, just make sure I'm doing under 50. And mirror, signal to left. We are going left at this roundabout. Around the focus. One focus to another. No one at the roundabout. We can travel in and carry on. We're going to follow the road as it bends right, making sure we don't cross those solid white lines. Now, I can't see what's coming up around this bend. Someone could be parked on the side, so I'm going to keep it fairly low and slow. Okay, all clear. There were solid yellow lines on the curbing, which means no parking, but I don't see any on this side. So again, I'm going to be very mindful as we come around here. Nothing there, that's fine. So now we're going to turn left onto a laned busy road that has a median strip. So present the car, looking left, looking to where we're going. Now I look right, and I'm going to go into the right-hand lane for the very simple reason that in a moment I'll be turning right. So that was Montague. That was navigating a laned busy road with median strips and refuge islands and so on. Again, there was a warning sign for the cyclists, refuge on the right where they could appear, nothing to be seen, and I can see traffic up ahead, traffic lights, so I've taken my foot off the petrol. I look in the mirror, no one behind me of any great distance, and I'm going to indicate into the slip lane. Again, I'm going to sit on the right hand side of this slip lane because soon I will be turning right to do again, and this time I'll be doing the right-left combination on Bridge Road, which doesn't have the benefit of a refuge. So, and Bridge Road is a busy road. Now, at the time I'm talking is 2:30. They will just be starting to get busy now that schools are likely to be breaking up. But here we are looking around. Now we've got green lights for going ahead, but we don't have a green arrow, so we have to stay still. I can see cars inching forward, inching back. There we go. Now we've got a green light. So check right, check left, clear right, left, go ahead. Keeping a mindful eye on the cars around me, behind and in front. Behind, not much to report. So we can carry on. Now I'm looking to find a right-hand turn. Hello learner. Don't worry. It gets easier. And I can see pedestrian lights ahead. Pedestrians are near the bus stop, so I have have to be careful of them. I'm going to mirror and signal. And come down. Here we go. Present the car straight. And now I've got to pick my gap. So picking gap applies when you're coming from a T-junction onto right or left. As I showed before on Montague, when I turned right out of Quinlivan and turned onto Montague. And the same applies when you're turning off these busy roads. Now I have a painted refuge. I don't have a concreted furniture on the road. I can see a Commodore coming out of the garage, so I'll let him go. He's also Victorian, so may not know all the laws, and we'll go down here. Okay, so we're off. Mirror, signal, we're off Bridge Road. We're going to come around here, do a bit of a loop, so that we can attempt a right-hand turn over traffic and onto Bridge Road. And we have to exercise some patience. Mirror, signal into Lana Street. Okay. Again, mirror, signal. There's a car on the edge, so I'm going to get as close as I can over here and position myself as near as practical to the right so I can do a right-hand turn. I've got a bit of traffic, a bit of furniture on my right, but I've got a reasonable view. On my left, it's clear, but this car is not affording me the opportunity. Nope. On my left, so my right is clear, my left is not. My left is now clear, so clear right and left. Let's go across Bridge Road. We'll stay in the right-hand lane, and then we'll accelerate well out of that area, bring ourselves up to 60 kilometers, just under 60 kilometers an hour, which is the speed limit. So then move on to left, mirror, check blind spot, check the mirrors. So we want to turn on, I'll do a left turn, so mirror, signal. We're looking to do a left turn onto Bridge Road. So we come up here. And we're going to keep our indicator on because we're turning left straight away. There is a Mazda behind me. But he sees my indicator and gives me a bit of space. So we go to the end, left and left. So we would have performed a left turn onto a busy road, looking for gaps, keeping control of the car, mirror, signal, and brake. And there is, let's be nice to the car, so the car will be nice to us. And presenting the car, there we are. Now I'm looking right. Okay, all clear. And just for a bit of practice, look what we have here. We have a stop sign. I mean, we treat intersections like this as stop signs anyway, but this is a stop sign, so we stop. Now I look. Okay, Commodore coming, but we can go now as we have the lane to ourselves. Moving away, accelerating well. I can see a potential hazard on my right, the white SUV. It's blocked that lane, so giving the car behind me ample opportunity to change lanes, keeping under 60, and travelling towards Right Road, where we'll complete our series of left and right-hand turns onto busy roads that are laned, unlaned, and also those that have refuges. So checking the car behind me. There is a car behind me and he's quite close, but by Adelaide standards you could argue he's not really all that close. Got traffic lights ahead, I've got a bus stop, could be people around, keep mindful. Okay, mirror, signal, because we're going onto Right Road. And there we are, braking. Cars behind me is giving me a decent amount of space. And no pedestrians, so straight on, solid white line, let's be mindful of that. Now this is unlaned. So, along here, we keep as near as practical to the left. That's how it works. So we're going to go a little bit further up to practice our left and right hand turns onto Right Road. Keep as near as practical to the left. That's mirror, signal and manoeuvre. maneuver into the area, that white SUV, and it's a timely reminder that we're looking at 50 kilometers an hour. I'm actually just going to change it up a bit here. I am, look in the mirror, going to do, is he coming behind me? No. Okay, I'm going to do a U-turn here. Come out. Okay, check my mirrors, check my blind spot, come out. Okay. Because what I want to do here, okay, mirror, signal, we're turning right, and it's unlaned, wide busy road, right road. So I'm presented nearest practical to the right for a right-hand turn. I'm going to wait for clearance both left and right. Checking my rear view, make sure everything is safe. And it looks like there's a gap coming on my right. That gap looks fairly strong, and I see a gap on my left, so we enter. Clear left, clear right, go ahead. We're turning right into right road. We keep as near as practical to the left. Okay, so poor old camera got a little hot, so you may notice a slight difference in where the angle is. Anyway, but we're coming up to our final maneuver. Mirror, signal left, approaching right road, double check, looking at blind spots, present the car as near as practical to the left for a left-hand turn. Now I look, and now I see that it's clear. I can move away confidently while keeping as near as practicable to the left. And that's the end of the lesson. So go through all the learning outcomes, the aims and objectives, make sure that you understand what's required. Look at all of those things about picking the gaps, about the system of control, and knowing about give-way signs, stop signs, and even traffic activated ones. Where the refuge counts, how you present your car, that system of control is always important and always be looked at. But that's it from me. Thanks everyone. See you next time.